Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been about a week. It took me to get the parts. So now we're ready to put this baby back together, all right? We have the bike here, just kind of in its disassembled state. We have all the parts I took off the bike over here, including the air filter. I did take that K&N air filter and clean and oil it. And then of course we have our carbs over here ready to go back on. And then we got our spare parts. We got our speed sensor, we got our float. This is a bracket for a part I did not show you guys. Let's see here. This part came with the bike. It's kind of this neat little under tray thing. And it goes kind of up like this. Something like that. Just kind of a neat little stylistic piece, but one of the brackets was missing off this bike. That's what you get when you buy used motorcycles, I guess. But luckily I was able to find one in stock, so we're gonna put that on so I can put this piece on, though I might need to run out and get some bolts for it. Anyway, so we'll get that on. We got our chain guard, which should be pretty easy. I think the bolts are actually there for me. All right, so we know what we need to do. Let's get started. All right, so like I said in a previous video, I think the fuel float here is bad, so we're just gonna go ahead and replace that. Okay guys, so I got the carbs back together. They're looking pretty good. We'll do the sync on the bike and do the idle adjustment, make sure it's good. So one more thing I wanted to show you, I was doing some reading on the internet, and the TPS sensor here initially had shear bolts from the factory, and I started recording a little too late, but I already cut the shear bolts out, and I have these Allen keys here, which allows me to actually adjust the throttle position sensor just a little bit here. Now the factory spec is 500 ohms, so the reason you do this is to confirm you're within spec. I was not, I was at about 750 ohms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my ohm meter here, and then I'm just gonna have my socket ready to tighten them. And we're gonna jump the top two pins here, and we're going to try to get this all on camera for you guys. That's 631. Let's just tighten these just a little bit so that they'll hold their position. Okay, that's pretty far the other way. Alright, just got the tank put back on the bike with the new float level. Let's see. Oh, yes. All right, so now we have to replace the speed sensor, which is right here. It's very hard to see. Looks like it's two M10 bolts, and then the wire runs up into this pack up here. Let's get it started here. Alright, so we're out here doing the first ride. Obviously I rode it a little bit here, so it does run and ride. It makes a pretty good sound. Alright, let's take it for a little ride.
middle seems to be a little slow coming back down and maybe a little rough. Mid-range seems pretty good. It's got a pretty good roll on from about 3,000 RPMs or so. I mean, it lurches forward pretty good. The throttle response seems pretty good. I mean, okay, cruising. Let's see if we can get a clear section of road here. Well, I mean, that's really all I had to show you guys. The top end seems to need some work. We're gonna have to do some research, consult maybe the Facebook group or just Google some stuff. I don't know if it's fuel related. I don't know if it's ignition related. The previous owner said they did do the head gaskets. So, it could be cam timing. Mid-range feels good though. I mean, just rolling on here. It's really just that that top end. It seems to be about 7K and up. Really flat, starts sputtering. Just doesn't seem like it really wants to move. Coolant seems good though. Holding steady. Fuel gauge works, that's nice. Speedo seems to work really good. Just a little bit more tuning maybe, and we can have this thing really, really running in tip-top shape.